People Magazine is a hot magazine to keep up on what all your favorite celebrities are doing. The cover of it has hosted many A-list celebrities, including Beyonce, Jennifer Aniston, President Obama, and of course, Justin Bieber. But there is one person that was on the cover that really caught my attention. In 2014, the October 20th edition had cancer patient Brittany Maynard on the cover. The big story wasn't the fact that she had terminal cancer, it was the fact that she knew in less than 3 weeks that her life would be ending. In her interview with People magazine's Nicole Egan, she stated that in April she was diagnosed with stage 4 glioblastoma, and she was told that she had only about 6 months to live. She did as much research as she could on the matter, and she found that no treatment could save her life. That is when her husband she moved to Oregon so they could access Oregon's Death with Dignity Act. Months later, on November 1st, 2014, she received euthanasia and ended her suffering for good. Brittany Maynard did not die in silence, though. She wanted her message to get out to as many Americans as possible. She quoted on her website for the Brittany Maynard Fund that I want to see a world where everyone has access to death with dignity as I have had. My journey is easier because of this choice. I believe that as a country, we have to carry out Brittany Maynard's dream and legalize euthanasia nationwide. Did you know in America right now, it is completely illegal in all 50 states for someone to refuse life-saving treatment, but in most states it is illegal for a terminally ill patient to receive euthanasia and end their suffering? Let me repeat this. Somebody can refuse a treatment to save their life, but when someone knows death is inevitable, they have to suffer through their illness all the way to the end. When our animals are suffering and we know they won't make it, we give them euthanasia. But if a human being is suffering, they cannot legally receive the euthanasia that would end their suffering. According to studies found in the 1996 article, Euthanasia and Physician-Assisted Suicide, Attitudes and Experiences of Oncology Patients, Oncologists, and the Public, published in The Lancet by Dr. Ezekiel Emanuel, Dr. D.L. Fairclough, Dr. B.R. Claridge, and Mr. Daniels. 2 out of 3 oncology patients found euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide acceptable, and a majority of the public also found it acceptable. So the question is, if the majority of people who have to make the decision to accept it, and the majority of everyday people accept it, why won't our government legalize it nationwide? Did you know that in the European Declaration of Human Rights, there is a right not to be forced to suffer? Other industrial countries give their citizens the right to die, but America doesn't. In fact, according to the European Declaration of Human Rights, we are taking away people's rights. Faye Gersh quoted in the 2001 article titled How Shall We Die in the Free Inquiry that it should be considered as much of a crime to make someone live who with justification does not wish to continue, as it is to take life without consent. Isn't he right in this quote? Doesn't someone who is suffering openly and want to die but is getting that right taken away just the same as a murder victim who did not wish to die but was killed? If someone was to kill one of these people that are suffering and be begging to die in South Dakota, they would be accused of the same crime as somebody who just shot somebody, ending someone's life that may have had many years to come after that. Both would be charged with murder. Just think about that for a second. Both would be charged with murder. I believe together as a country we can carry out Brittany Maynard's wish, and I believe that one day that anybody who may become terminally ill can have the choice to end their suffering in a safe way through euthanasia. It is a human right to have the right to die, and the government should not force people to suffer through an illness that can't be healed when people can deny a treatment that would cure an illness they might have. Thanks for watching.